Well,
I think we should give Hunter Biden shit for not doing drugs anymore, assuming he doesn't.
No, he's still
assuming.
doing drugs.
He's still going strong with the drugs.
If somebody replaces says they're an artist and replaces their paintbrush with straws, you gotta think, all right, this is so. If they find straws around his house and go, "Are you doing drugs?" Like, no, I'm painting. I'm a fucking artist, dude.
Is that what he said?
No. How much were those?
No, but I assume that's what he does. He paints with his. Yeah, it's like, oh, I also use a hypodermic needle and squish the paint on the fucking,
or something like that. Like,
yeah.
Paintings don't look terrible to me, but it's one of those paintings where I feel like I could do it too with no training. Like I don't know. I bet if we did a class of kindergartners, at least a couple would come up with equivalent to Hunter Biden's level.
He's not very good.
No, it's very.
I'll go so far as to say he's bad at painting.
The word you're hunting for is he is the coolest presidential son in a generation. He is the Charlie Sheen of presidential descendants.
But do you think he was doing as much cocaine as George W. was when his dad was president?
George W. Bush is the Charlie Sheen of president.
Get back to me when George W. Bush has pictures is like doing crack off a hooker's ass.
Yeah, I mean this was 100 years ago. He was that cocaine. So. But he owned a baseball team, right? A minor league baseball team, just being gacked up all day.
Professional baseball
team. It was like Texas, the Rangers. Right? Yeah.
Oh, the Rangers. My mistake.
He owned a real one. Damn.
Yeah.
Is this Hunter Biden art?
Looks like a petri dish.
It's just what I said. It's not awful, but I feel like I could.
That's coronavirus.
It's not good.
Yeah.
The top right, maybe. Yeah.
You know what this is? Is like he knew like agents were coming, and he's like, I need to fucking paint something. Like just frantically trying to get some paint on the canvas.
Yeah,
this is my style.
Do you think we'll see one of those framed behind the Oval Office, like just up on the wall?
God.
Wait, is that true? Hilarious. Are there some in the no, not in the Oval Office?
That'd be like the president putting it onto the refrigerator. That's his version of magnet.
I think he did a great job.
He's gonna put it right there between those two flags behind him.
That's my boy.
Why did my retarded son have to be the one that kept living?
I mean, if you saw some some Renaissance era Zoptic woman painting, I'd be like, holy fuck. That's an artist. He's really good. But like you said, anybody I think can take a straw and some paint. Yeah. That's like, oh wow, it looks like a flat version of a colored Easter egg. Like when you really take your time and try to make it really colorful.
It's bad. It's just not good.
You do a face. Tries, I could do that.
If you're a really good painter, even if that's your style, there should be a test where it's like, all right, I know that you're a bubble blower generally, or whatever your style. Do my face.
A bubble blower.
Just like do a face, and then if they can't do a face,
is bubblicious.
Hand them an old matchbook and have them draw Tippy the turtle or something. That little art test they would have on a matchbook years ago. Draw a deer, and it's like, oh, send it in and we'll tell you if you're good enough. And of course you'd be good enough because they want you to buy their art course. So no matter what you drew, they would send you back something that said you were awesome. And I think that's where he kind of he's at in the art business.
I didn't know that they did that with matchbooks. That's
an old trick. They did that
many years ago.
Housewives have been falling for that one for a long time.
Yeah. I could draw that. It's like, you traced it, you liar.
like you'd fool the people there.
Yeah. It's like,
get another perfect one.
Got another tracer. All right.
I think Hunter Biden definitely probably the king of doing drugs as a presidential child.
Yeah.
We can't know before pictures were around. I imagine George W. was being insane. Like those are the stories, right?
Yeah, he just did it before everyone had a camera phone in their pocket.
Had cameras right there, video and everything else. Even his daughters were at the beginning of that whole thing with iPhones and smartphones and whatnot, and they got caught up a couple of times doing shit that seemed a little shady. So, yeah, I'm sure W was just a fucking maniac.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the first presidential kids that it came out, they were doing drugs. and nobody cared was the Obama kids, where I think his oldest daughter was like, she took a puff of a joint at a concert.
Yeah.
A couple like journalists tried to be like, is this the kind of influence we want? And I feel like the public at large was like, go fuck yourself. Who cares? Who absolutely cares if if Malia or Sasha, whichever
also,
one
they
it was,
were minors. Like, I don't know. I try to give a little distance to minors when they're, if the presidential kid is 40, then that's different. Mm-hmm. But if they're 17, dude, hands off. I didn't. No one gave Barron that hard a time that I can recall, and I think that's appropriate.
I think one person did. One person,
I'm sure,
gave him shit, and it was like, oh boy, and they caught holy hell, and everyone left them alone. It's like Amy Carter. Jimmy Carter's daughter was just the goofiest looking little kid, and they put her in there, and everyone was like, could you please just leave this poor kid alone?
What's the Clinton kid name?
Chelsea.
Oh yeah, Chelsea. Yeah, Chelsea
she was
too.
Not gifted with good looks,
frizzy hair and the teeth and everything. And that was another one. People were pretty hands off with her.
I remember it differently. I thought that
Rush Limbaugh fucked with her a lot and said some shit.
They gave her a hard time for being ugly a lot, and she wasn't 18 yet.
That's mean.
I mean, SNL did a bit. SNL did a bit about Amy Carter back when she was the first daughter, and I think Lorraine Newman played her, and it was about how she was going to school and the Secret Service were just beating the living shit out of anyone that looked at her sideways or anything, and it was pretty funny. But they kind of made her up to look pretty goofy. Lorraine Newman, I
don't like that.
It beats shooting people on movie sets.
Barron Trump kind of snuck under the goal line there because he was too young to be doing anything other than like Legos and Connects throughout the whole thing, wasn't he?
No,
what was he, like 13 by the end of it?
I don't know. He looked 21.
I mean, that
was 7 feet 13. Tall by the end of the presidency. Jesus Christ. He did grow up pretty quick.
Barron Trump height, #1 search.
No, he's fucking huge. He's fucking huge.
Well, he's 15 now. He's younger than I thought.
So he was only 10 when Trump got in.
Yeah, he's probably like 14 when he finished. So a little young to cause any real dumb stuff.
He's apparently as of July 8th, 2021. This 15-year-old is 6'7".
Jeez.
Are you joking?
That's what it says. Newest Trump Tower. Barron shows off his 6'7" height in New York City.
I wonder if he's really that tall.
I mean, have you Trump is a short guy. Trump's also 0.5%.
Not 5%. Trump lies about his height.
I'm saying Trump's not a short guy, but he's not 6'3", but he towers over his dad.
Yeah,
like he's got that Melania 6 foot tall Slovakian genes in there.
Yeah,
like look at that normal man next to his mom.
Oh my god, Barron. Yeah, he is huge, and oh boy,
and he's got the face.
I know what you're thinking. I'm thinking it too.
He's going through let's just say he's going through an awkward phase.
He is, but his face is still in that awkward phase enough that you can see this growth is not done.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'm 6'7". If his dad's 6'2", it's not a bad guess.
He's going to be one of those guys that's like, well, I started growing when I was 4 years old. It just didn't stop. They finally found my pituitary gland had a problem. That guy.
People thought it would be cool being this tall, but people were afraid of me.
I was on this swim team, and I swam with a 12-year-old who was like 6'4". And he had to bring his birth certificate to meets because people didn't they didn't believe he should be swimming against other 12-year-olds.
It's freakish.